I have a confession to make. I don't like waiting in the unknown. Now, before you judge me, please understand that I'm a sanguine. Sanguines are defined by our flow of blood. Now, obviously, that's a weakness that I'm working on. I remember a real life story. One of the very terrible times for me has been when my wife is expectant. I don't like to wait. The struggle of waiting is always hard for me during this period. Trying to understand, how will my child look like? In fact, what I've done in the past, the 2D scan wasn't enough. We would have to do a 3D. I got to a point where I thought, I wish there was even a 10D so that I would be able to appreciate my child really well when they are still inside. Now, obscurity. Obscurity. Do you know what the term obscurity is? Obscurity. Let me teach you a new term if you didn't know. Obscurity means something happening in the unknown, something disguised. Now, friend, did you know that real growth happens in obscurity? Back to my example of my wife being expectant. Real growth for a child, perfect growth for a child happens after they are conceived in the womb when nobody's watching. Now I try to think to myself, imagine God had done it in such a way that actually the womb was on the surface, that we would be able to appreciate growth for a child from a fetus. When we are seeing and when we are appreciating, I keep thinking maybe at some point I would have paused growth and said, maybe elevate the nose a little bit, or we need to move the eye a little bit. But wow, God in His sovereignty knew that He had to hide the growth process. Now that is the honest truth about growth. Real growth happens in obscurity. Now forget the world that has made us think that, everything that we do has to come out in the limelight. You need to understand that not everything that you do, especially when you're building, especially when you're growing, you don't need to bring it in the limelight. And so I challenge you today, build in the secret. Whatever you're doing right now doesn't have to come out in the limelight. Build in the secret, study in the secret, exercise in the secret, eat well in the secret, and then I tell you, the results will not be obscure. They will come out in the open, but real growth happens in obscurity. I hope you've enjoyed this. Remember to share it with your friends.